kudaye kuti niko vachakunonokera kupa baba vawamirira kudaye woita sei
After a little bit of research, I discovered that this incredibly archaic arched harp, I think is called the, if I can pronounce it to my dodgy Scouse accent, the adungu, an ancient relic of the harp family, still played by the Alur people in northwestern Uganda. But what struck me, this particular instrument is almost identical to the type of arched harps played in ancient Egypt, ancient Egypt, ancient Egypt. In the British Museum, such an instrument is preserved. This artefact dated back to the 18th dynasty in ancient Egypt, around 1500 BC, and it was found in the tomb of, if I can pronounce it to my dodgy Scouse accent, Thuani in western Thebes. As I say, the continent of Africa is unique, unlike the Western world. Relics of the actual instruments of antiquity can still be found all over Africa. For example, in Ethiopia, there's the 10-string Begina lyre, a bass lyre, amazing. The Obakanu, I think that's in Kenya, that's like another bass lyre. The Litangu, the Nyatiti. Going to Eritrea, we have the Krar, a lyre which even exists in electric form today. It's been adopted to the modern world with pickups. It's incredible. I'm showcasing this amazing archaic arched harp, almost identical to the ancient Egyptian arched harp, which has been played way back since the Old Kingdom, and there is quite a lot of examples of the ancient Egyptian arched harp preserved in museums around the world. Although almost identical to the ancient Egyptian arched harp, this harp, after a little bit of research I recently discovered, is a harp still played in Uganda, in Africa, and it's called the, if I can pronounce it, the adungu. Amazing instrument. Africa is unique amongst all the continents of the world because, unlike the rest of the Western world, there are examples of archaic musical instruments that have been played continuously since antiquity.
vachakunonokera kufa baba vawamirira kudaye kuti niko vachakunonokera kufa baba vawamirira kudaye woita sei vanenungo vanoparadza ukamava.
So take a look at this thing here. So here you got some sisters on the wall in Kemet. Cornrows, and white folks ain't walking around except for Bo Derek. She copied us for a little while. But you don't see them walking around with cornrows. This is an African hairstyle. Now here you can see the sisters with their melanin in their skin. Now when the National Geographic and the Epigraphic Society gets through with them, this is what the sisters look like. So they're saying that we're trying to latch on to somebody else's history. Am I trying to latch on to someone else's history, or are they trying to latch on to my history? It's a question. We move on. Here you can see the sisters here in Kemet. Right, this is in Kemet, in the hotel in Aswan. The sisters standing here, you can't tell them apart. And this is what happened to the sister here in National Geographic. So even the Arabs in Kemet know the sister was black. They put her in the lobby of the hotel. But we're not being objective here. So here you can see the sister here, dark, phobious, amorous, pinches, black, skin touched by the sun's rays. But National Geographic can't see it that way. This is what happened to the sister. National Geographic. So these are the authorities, the so-called authorities on our history. They're the ones, the curators in New York, and the Cairo Museum, and the Metropolitan Museum of this, and the Metropolitan Museum of that, who teach all of this misinformation to our children. They saw this, Ramesses and Tutankhamun and the various pharaohs had these headrests. They said, headrests? That can't be. Oh, it was just a symbolic thing then. They just dismissed it. Then you go right to the interior of Africa and you see the brother laying up here with the headrest. Then you go back to the headrest here and you see, well, it took this brother 2 years to grow this hairstyle. He wasn't going to get his hairstyle up. So he made that headrest. Then you go right to the interior of Africa and you see the brother laying up here with the headrest. Then you go back to the headrest here and you see, well, it took this brother 2 years to grow this hairstyle. He wasn't going to get his hairstyle up. So he made that headrest. You go right to the interior of Africa and you see the brother laying up here with the headrest. Then you go back to the headrest here. And then you go right to the interior of Africa and you see the brother laying up here with the headrest. Then you go back to the headrest here. Then you go right to the interior of Africa and you see the brother laying up here with the headrest.
Vanenungo vanoparadza ukama, vanoparadza ukamava. Vanenungo vanoparadza ukama, vanoparadza ukamai. Vachakunonokera kufa baba vavamirira kudai. zvadiniko vachakunonokera kufa baba vamirira kudai vakuru navatorwa kumirira vakashanda kare maiwe nongouroi kutokora vakuru navatorwa kumirira vakashanda kare
It's all scientific, my mind's higher lifted. I wrote know thyself in the pyramids and hieroglyphics. It's all scientific, my mind's higher lifted. I wrote know thyself in the pyramids and hieroglyphics. It's all scientific, my mind's higher lifted. I wrote know thyself in the pyramids and hieroglyphics.